I think that might have been the best moment of my life.
I've watched a lot of reviews, well, 2 reviews for this movie before I went to see it, and everyone was talking a lot of smack about it. So I was sure it was just another Star Wars condition where they were just smacking on it because it was loved and that it wasn't exactly what they wanted. So I had my hopes up. Why did I have my hopes up?
Oh, Merlin.
This is not going to be a very professional review or anything. I'm not going to talk about anything specific. Because there's nothing really specific to talk about. The movie was still enjoyable. If you want to go watch it, go watch it. But if you haven't seen the first one, you kind of have to. Because this one sucked on its own. When the movie started, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I actually liked it. There were some points where the magic from Harry Potter, which is kind of ironic, where the laws of that didn't make any sense. And it was broken, but I was okay with that. I was like, okay, it's okay. Some of these camera angles are really weird, and I don't know what they were thinking. But it's fine. I'm still enjoying it. Some of the characters aren't at all like what they were in the first movie, but it's fine. There's 6 months between these movies, so I guess they had a lot of character building between them that we did not see, but okay. So I was fine with it. It was actually in the I'm not spoiling anything. In the first scene, they talked about how Grindelwald is really good at manipulating people, talking them onto his side. And I kind of like that, because we all know that Dumbledore was in love with Grindelwald. I kind of like the idea that he talked Dumbledore into liking him, you know? He manipulated him too, and that's how Dumbledore fell for him, despite being so good at reading people.
Let's take him.
So yeah, there were some good points. There were some good creatures, though there were way too much. But then as we got to the 3rd act, at the freaking end of the movie, everything was ruined, okay? It was ruined. I don't know what J.K. Rowling was thinking, but it was bad. It was so bad. I'm not gonna spoil anything because honestly, I get the feeling the next one's gonna be better. Because this entire fucking movie was just a filler. So it better have built up to something in the next movie. I'm really hoping. I think what was great about the Harry Potter movies, and I don't mind if it was different. I don't mind a different approach to things when it's still in the same fandom. But what was great about the Harry Potter movies was because they each stood on their own. They each had a good story, you could watch it on your own, and you can have fun with it. You can't do that with this movie. The entire 2 hours is just filler. It's just filler. It's just it's just to get you point A, which was the first movie, to point B, which is gonna be the next movie, if that's not also just a filler. Anyway, when I first heard that J.K. Rowling announced that Dumbledore was gay, I didn't mind it. I got the feeling that she was just saying that to get more fans, to appeal, the LGBT community, which I don't mind. I'm fine with that. So when she announced she was not gonna portray Dumbledore gay in this movie, it irked me, to say the least. I mean, I understand it's her thing, but she announced that he was gay, and then she pointed out that she was not gonna bring it up again. She pretty much just announced that she just did it for fans. That's what she did. So, as the movie started, there was this thing about Dumbledore. He said that he won't find Grindelwald. He can't. He kept saying that, and it was so cute. He looked so torn up about it. He looked so sad. He kept craving to see Grindelwald, or he looked in love. It was there, and I was happy, and I was like, okay, so maybe she didn't just I hate using this word because people seem to not understand what it actually is. Queerbait. I don't mean just it's implied or anything. She said he's gay, okay? She said it. So I was happy. But then, of course, in the third act, you find out his feelings for Grindelwald has nothing to do with why he didn't fight him. I'm not gonna say what it was, because that spoils it. But that was that had nothing to do with it. Oh, that's such a good thing going. The affection he showed whenever he was talking about Grindelwald, it touched me. I thought it was adorable. I thought they did a great job. The Dumbledore's actor was amazing in this movie, and I thought he was the best at those moments. He really conveyed the emotion. They completely ruined it at the end, like everything else. Okay, next point before I just start crying.
An address. What's that? A safe house in Paris.
Why would I need a safe house in Paris?
Should things at some point go terribly wrong, it's good to have a place to go.
Everyone was talking about how great the cliffhanger is at this movie. My teacher told me,
wow, that J.K. Rowling, she sure knows how to write a cliffhanger.
and I was fine with that. I was like, cool, okay, let's see what it was. Just because there's a cliffhanger at the end of the movie, it doesn't make it a good one. It was awful. It was awful, and I can't tell you guys what it is, because then I'm gonna spoil the entire movie. So just prepare yourself for that. Just prepare yourself for that. Don't go out to the Harry Potter fandom just because of this, please. Because this entire movie, it was also there was a lot of funny parts, a lot of stuff that I laughed at. Nicholas Flamel was in this movie. It doesn't spoil anything, and he was amazing. He was funny. His character was hilarious. There was a lot of fan service in this movie, which was executed great. So Nicholas Flamel was great, but the problem was I was the only one laughing at the theater. I don't know. Maybe the humor is bad. I just was in a giggly mood. I don't know. But honestly, speaking of the theater, I should have known this movie was gonna be bad when I walked in there, because I was the only one there. It was like 5 minutes before the movie started. This movie has only been out for, what, a week? And, oh yeah, I talked about the camera angles. It was weird. Some of them was like right up in your face, in the characters, and I don't mind that type of angle, you know? But it has to be used correctly, and it was just used repeatedly at the weirdest times, and just, they were looking right through into the camera. It was just, I need energy to live. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, that was very bad. But the biggest thing about this movie was there was so much stuff. There was just every single minute, there was just choking you with a bunch of new creatures and new beasts. I know, it's Fantastic Beasts, but there's a limit. I love these creatures, but it was like you have like 5 seconds for each, and you're just kind of being choked down there in the theater, and you don't know what to do. The entire thing. And there was so much information coming at you at once that it was hard to follow this movie. I had no idea what was happening for the entire first act and half of the second one. I was completely confused, and I know I wasn't the only one, because this was a point that a lot of people made with this movie. It was, I don't know what to say, it was too much. There was too much. But even worse than that is, this movie felt like a fan fiction. Think if Twilight was actually good. This is the 50 Shades of Grey of Harry Potter. Okay, I'm not gonna say what character this was, but one of the main female characters, they show a scene where she's in the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom at Hogwarts, and she was faced with the boggart, and she was like in the spotlight. She was taking everyone's attention. It was literally what you would read in a fan fiction with a Mary Sue. That's all it was. And there were more scenes like this throughout the thing. I was like gaping at the screen. And I wouldn't have noticed this if the last act wasn't bad. I would have been blinded, I would have ignored it. Actually, I was so put out of the movie that I could process the other stuff that had happened, and I couldn't enjoy the movie anymore. I was out of it completely. This movie, what happened? It's so bad. I mean, it's still enjoyable. I know a lot of people are still gonna say they love this movie because there's a lot of stuff that's good about it, and it's the Harry Potter universe, so of course they're gonna like it. They're like anything that's just shoved down their throat. Coming from someone who's like that, I would take any Marvel thing just shoved down my throat, and I used to be that with Harry Potter too, just shove it down my throat, but there comes a point where there's no more space. There's no more space to shove stuff in, and it's too much. It's too much. It's just... oh, it was bad. It was bad. And I was enjoying it so much till the end of the second act. It was okay. It was great. I would have given it like an 8 out of 10. They just took the movie, the second movie, they just took the two first act, and they're just kind of tossed it. They just threw a turd on it and said, there's the third act, just take it up the
I'm scared, Professor Dumbledore.
Everyone is scared of something.
I don't know. It's... a lot of people will still enjoy it. I know that kids at my college loved it. Because it's Harry Potter, you know. It's just... the biggest thing is, it was too much. It was too cheesy. It was too fan fiction. The twists were like when you write your fantasy, basically. Like,
Well, I am...
what's your school myself, Sarah?
And I'm the daughter of Dumbledore, and I am related to Snape, and I killed Voldemort.
That's what this movie was. That's what this movie was. It was... it was so weird. Like, it was just so weird. It's just, that's the best thing I could say about this movie. It was weird. It was just weird. The last thing I want to mention is just the fact that they had a lot to work with in this movie. And I know I said that there's too much in the movie. So and I think this is exactly why this happened, but there's so much potential in the beginning, so much plot and points, which was just kind of tossed out the window in the end. Like, literally, there was a plot building which turned out to be fake. It turned out to be a farce. Don't worry, it's not really spoiling anything important. But that's what they did. They had so much potential with certain things, and it just disappeared. It's just as if they forgot about those points. It was just gone. It was just gone. And there's points in this movie where you forgot one of the characters were in the room because there was so much happening between other people, and you're just like, oh, this guy's still here? Oops. He's just the main character. Okay. This recording is now 20 minutes long. I should stop. It's so bad. It's bad. They screwed up. The end. They screwed up. But they didn't screw up in the worst way. Let's put it that way. You can block that out. It's awful, but you can block it out and still enjoy the movie. I think the biggest mistake was that J.K. Rowling is used to writing books. She's used to writing big books, and she forgets that there's a reason why they had to cut a bunch of stuff out of her book to fit it into one movie. It's too much to put into a single movie. She wrote a book, and I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I probably pissed so many people off right now, but thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like for my love, subscribe for more videos, and see you in the stop meowing! Brown! Come here. Vilket sound? Yo. 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 Oh, she's so cute. Yo, yes.